So far, pretty top tier packaging for Darkside. They definitely rock the straps, but then still do tape as well. It just helps protect moisture from not getting in the box. All that. All right, first official looks at the inside packaging. Got the foam over there too. I will give it to Darkside. Their packing is super good. Also, people hate on DHL, but my DHL driver is way better than my FedEx and UPS driver. Way earlier, way more efficient. So, shout out DHL for this one. So I'm gonna get a bunch of angles and shots of everything. Don't worry about that. I think I might have one little paint scuff, which you guys know me. I don't give a fuck about little shit like that. It's not the end of the world. There are a couple little like nick marks in some of the brick detail, so it could be a part of it. If not, no big deal. Paint looks really good. Cool gray brick. Awesome little Batman Returns sign. I got number 95 out of 750. That's pretty cool. But yeah, just pretty standard gray base with brick. The Batman sign's obviously in the back. Here's the light up feature. Pretty cool with the little curtains. Yeah, flat top base with some cracks, so pretty neat. Again, bear with me. I'm gonna get all kinds of different, angles and different lighting, so I can try my best to get the truest representation of this piece in all lightings, all angles, all backgrounds. That way everybody can really see the detail. I'm gonna try my best to have the 4K render all the way so you can really see the detail, but yeah, the body looks fantastic. Not gonna be like those fucking nerds who like sexually assault their female dolls when they come in because they've never touched a boob in real life, but the anatomy of the female body and the glutes and the breast, everything, like it pops like every internet incel would love. So yeah, looking good so far. Here was like the main focus of topic was the Michelle Pfeiffer portrait with like the sculpted hair versus like rooted hair. I think rooted hair would be really hard to do on a piece like this. Also, excuse the first part of the review's background. I'm at my lady's work desk in our house just because there's some good natural lighting coming through right now. So if you don't think this looks like Michelle Pfeiffer, I think you might be a little high. Now, obviously, it's super strong magnet too. So obviously the complaint with like the hair is like, could possibly look a little blobby. But again, when you see it in person, there's a lot of fine strands and everything. And even going back and forth from looking at my camera screen to my actual human eyeball, the camera just doesn't do justice per usual. I always compare it like back in the day to the Iron Studios 1/3 Harley Quinn, the one where she's got the mallet. In pictures, the unmasked portraits don't look great and the hair didn't look great, but when you see it in person, it looks like fantastic. So I kind of wish I had the Blitzway one to compare it to, but I mean, I also don't really give a fuck about like comparing shit like that. You like what you like. Yeah, shit, some of this detail is hard to get to focus. I'm trying my best with the background. It just kind of like it's blurring out like the nails, but super good detail in the hand too. This whole piece is super light, which is what I like. Really easy to put together and deal with. Put this on my couch real quick for the whip hand. Get a little better detail on that one. Looks pretty cool. I don't know what some of that stuff coming off some of the top nails is. I don't know if it's maybe something they forgot to cut off, if it was like printed and it just stuck on the nails, but either way, it's no big deal. You don't really see it in the whip hand, so yeah, pretty cool. Now for the cats, they're pretty cool. Nice little proximity piece. Obviously makes sense with her. Yeah, sure, real fur would have been really cool on it, but it is what it is. It's all sculpted, polystone, PVC, whatever. So it's pretty cool. And you didn't get the statue for the cat, so I definitely think it looks better than the Blitzway cat. All right, here's the gray cat. Got some, stripes, little face detail, mouth open on this one. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, here's the black and white cat. Pretty cool, just another little cat. There's the plug-in for the light up feature. I'll have to find an extension cord to make that work for the rest of the video. Cool. I guess I should have put on these gloves first, because honestly, if you do touch these parts, it does get a little smudgy, so I just grabbed it by the waist, but no big deal. I am not sure what material the whip's made out of, but it's super light, easy to put in. I looked at a couple pictures. It's just free flowing. I don't think it actually has a spot to plug into, so I just have it resting on the base, and I mean, it looks just like the picture. So, all right, here's the masked portrait. Also looks absolutely fantastic, but I mean, the point of getting this one was to have the Pfieffer. As we always say, it would be super awesome if they had like the battle damage version. Here's the, thank God they did these little side busts with it. It looks awesome. But yeah, it all looks super good. Okay, so down here now is where I'm a little confused, because both these heads are just kind of like a hollow cutout, where I'm assuming there's like magnets here, but I mean, it just kind of like leans against it. It's not very flush or anything, so I am a little confused by that. And there's this random plug brick. I guess if you don't want to display those, it covers up the hole right there. But that hole has a blue mark on it, and oh, okay, I just solved it myself. That's how you turn on the light. Okay, never mind, I'm not confused anymore. Yeah, but these, they just kind of lean against it, and it's got a little magnet, which I guess the strength of the magnet doesn't really matter because it's sitting flush on the ground anyway. So okay, so I was a little confused by this at first, because looking at the pictures, there's the newspaper here, so I was searching all throughout the box, but I guess it's just you fold this up and put it under this cat's foot. So that makes sense. It's a cool little added proximity piece. Just paper, doesn't weigh anything. All right. So I know this part of the display is getting a little crammed, but honestly, like, I like the kind of stack up look. I'm kind of thinking about switching Joker and Harley with Batsuit Joker position, so I can bring them out a little bit more, because it's just kind of hard. You know, you got to do with what you can do in a space you're allotted. So, but that feature's pretty cool. I'm waiting forever to use my sign with her. I guess get some different lighting and effect. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have any complaints about it. I don't know what I would complain about. I'm just not a nitpicky guy, you know. If there's something I'm gonna nitpick, it's probably a piece I'm not gonna buy. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, the piece is fantastic. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Do a little upgraded room tour for everyone. It's nothing different. Again, I know this corner's getting a little crowded, but there's really nothing I can do because I got another piece coming tomorrow. Excuse the disarray over here. Got a big comic haul recently and kind of like sorting all that stuff out. But yeah, this has kind of become like the 1/3 regular DC pieces, besides Batsuit Joker kind of throws that off a little bit, and then Batman Who Laughs up there is obviously the premium format. But yeah, computer setup still same. Got another piece coming tomorrow that I had to make a bunch of room for. Then I can adjust everything else. So there's the computer corner. Then just hit you with a little lights off action. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, pretty sweet. I was gonna turn on the O and the H on the sign, but I was too lazy. Yeah, pretty cool. Camera never does anything justice. It kind of just like compresses everything and makes it look weird. In person, it's not as bad, but okay, moving on. Then just getting to the unfinished side of the room still. Got my Megatron. Probably still my favorite piece I've ever gotten, period. Glad I went with this one first. And the Transformers line, it was easy to go with this one first because it was the only one available for sale. But yeah, I mean, this piece is just absolutely insane, man. Can't say little ambiance, little lights off action. Again, rocking the double guns, because what's the point of putting it back in the box? Just lean it against his hand. Then per usual, we got my metal side, you know, the DC side of things. More dark and grimy side. Yeah, I got my step down for these three guys. Again, everything's like in a little bit of disarray. I really got to figure out what I'm going to do soon. Might have to convince the lady, for the love of God, to let me encroach in some of the other parts of the house like I used to. But she might kill me for that. And that would be sad and not fair to her. This piece is still so awesome. Except for quite breakable. Just to warn anybody still thinking about getting that piece. Very fragile. Doesn't play well with putting it together. Superman. Reverse Red Death. Again, I'm still one of only 2 people I've seen on YouTube that have ever talked about that piece. And then, I got the Drowned, of course. And then still with the Red Merciless, I haven't seen anybody else get that one either. So whoever else bought it is pretty private about it. Then Green Knight, underrated. Then excuse all the random comments on the pieces, again, a bit in disarray. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do over here still as well. Got these cool Rogue Mike Mayhew signed. A lot of stuff from Mikey May. His Whatnot auction. You get a lot of good stuff in slabs. So, yeah, nothing too much has changed in my X-Men Marvel diorama. Besides moving Magneto up and just kind of like rigging the smaller pieces of his field around it because it's too big and will not fit. Still haven't fixed Gambit's bottom card because I'm lazy. Moving Apocalypse down here though, is finally able to put his other arm on. Then of course the infamous Juggernaut. I was supposed to be getting the PCS blade, but that fell out. Nothing against the company or anything like that. I'm not slandering them, but because of a site error, it kind of left me screwed over a little bit for a bit, and I just ended up canceling it. So, and still waiting for the full refund. But other than that, I still wish that company success. I think they are a great company. Just for me, with what happened with the blade, didn't love it. So I'm still gonna get Blade, but I'm just gonna get it through probably Todd or something like that, which it's not being petty, or it's not like they don't still get money, dealing with Todd and stuff like that. It's just I just rather buy it from Todd. So yeah, one final overview. Pretty juicy. All right, thanks for watching.